The NFL playoff bracket is officially set, and today we let Madden 23 predict the whole thing. Will Tom Brady do the improbable and lead the first sub-500 team to a Super Bowl? Or will it be an obvious champion like Mahomes and the Chiefs? Starting things off with the Jags hosting the 5-seed Chargers. Let's see who gets off to a fast start. A pretty boring first quarter, but the Chargers take the lead going into the second. And as we go along the bracket, I'm going to give and track my predictions for each game through to the Super Bowl, and if I don't finish with at least 50% correct picks, I have to give away a jersey of the Super Bowl MVP to a random subscriber in the comments. I don't want to just burn my money, man, for no reason. YouTube doesn't pay us that much in January. And for this matchup, I think the Jags will come back and get the upset. And no, I'm not making my predictions based on real life, just who I think's gonna win in Madden, because my real playoff predictions might just be coming tomorrow. The Jags are at the 5 though, and they tie things up. Come on, hold them before halftime. They don't. Things happen so fast, but they do tie the game before half. They get the ball to start the second half. The Chargers somehow scored. What is going on? So many touchdowns are happening. The Jags, they're not out just yet. They're not out yet. They tie things up. They get the ball back. We're into OT in game number 1. It looks like the Chargers kick a field goal. What just happened? The Chargers get the win. No! I was so close to accurately predicting the comeback. How did Trevor Lawrence lose this game? I'm on pace to lose money. The Chargers are the ones advancing into the divisional round. Next up, the Bills hosting the lowest AFC seed. I'm 100% going Bills. I have a feeling the Bills are going to dominate this one from start to finish. Although the Dolphins do take a lead, the Bills take that lead right back though. It's 10-3 Bills going into halftime to get another 3 points. They get another 7 points. It's 20-3. Dolphins answer. This might be the most high score like playoff game of all time. Oh my god, the Dolphins are hanging in there. It's 2013 going in the fourth quarter. Where'd all the points go? Bills though, they take control. They get the W, although it was a little bit closer than what I thought. I have to say the Dolphins put up a nice fight, though. At least I got a pick correct. Wow, the Bills boxed Tyreek Hill. Not a surprise that the Bills advance. Next up, we get the Bengals-Ravens rivalry in the wild card round. I think I'm actually going to shake things up here and go with Lamar and the Ravens. Bro, both teams might not even be able to see this game. Lamar's return from injury, I think he's just going to get it done here. He does so well in Madden. They take an early 3-0 lead. They get the ball back. It's so much lower score than what I anticipated. The Ravens do take a 10-0 lead. They're going into halftime. What's happened to the Bengals offense? They legit finally scored a touchdown right before the fourth quarter, and the Ravens go on top 10-7. What is going on? The Bengals trying to late comeback, but no, I actually get an upset pick correct. Lamar takes down Joey B, Jamar Chase, and the Bengals. It's okay, Joe. Just blame the weather. First game, Lamar comes back and gets 100 yards on the ground. The Ravens do advance, but they might just have a super tough matchup in the divisional round. But for now, the NFC's next up with the Fighting Geno Smiths traveling to take on Mr. Irrelevant. I think I'm actually going to go Seahawks with this one because Purdy's overall is so low in Madden. Come on, Geno Smith, don't let me down. The 49ers score drive number 1. They get the ball back. Oh, this is not good at all. Seahawks, please, they only get a field goal. We need another touchdown before halftime. They go down by 2 touchdowns and they got more. We're going to need a huge comeback here in the second half. And it looks like the Niners are pulling away. This is absolutely terrible, dude. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, really might lead the 49ers to a Super Bowl. What happened, Pete? That's a dominant performance. Mr. Irrelevant with 4 touchdowns and no interceptions in a playoff game. Okay, George. I'm back down to 50% correct. I've got to be spot on with my next few predictions. Niners advancing without a sweat. Next up, the Minnesota Vikings hosting the surprise Giants. I think I'm going to be safe here and pick the Vikings. I just really don't think Danny Dimes is going to be enough to win a playoff game. The Vikings go out to an early lead. Into the second quarter, they keep on fighting, though. The Giants tie things up, and before half, the Vikings regain the lead. Giants do get a field goal before halftime. So much just happened. I think they scored another touchdown before half, and going into the fourth quarter, it's a 24-13 game. It looks like the Vikings are going to hang on, and it looks like it ends up being a massive blowout. Ryan is not a happy boy. That game was actually a lot closer than what the score indicated, but I'm happy because I'm back over 500, hopefully on my way to saving my money. Kirk Cousins with 5 touchdown passes. Are you kidding me? And the Vikings easily advance into the next round. Next up, the big matchup, Tom Brady versus Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. And even though they went sub 500, I'm wearing Tom's jersey. I've got to go with the Bucs. Absolutely zero chance that Brady lets me down in a hosted playoff game, and now it's tied going into the second quarter. At least they answered the Cowboys' quick touchdown, and they're going to go up before halftime. They're going to go up by 2 touchdowns before halftime. How'd the Cowboys have enough time to get a touchdown? So much happened so fast. Bucs up by 2 possessions, and the Cowboys get the ball back, trying for a late comeback. Oh my God, bro, so much is going on, but it looks like Tom Brady and the Buccaneers get it done. That was a wild one, literally down to the wire. So much happened, so much scoring, but you never bet against Tom in the playoffs. Almost 69-year-old grandfather Tom Brady with 3 touchdowns and almost 400 yards, leading his team to the next round. The wildcard round results now locked in. Now on to a juicy divisional round matchup. I think I'm going to go back to being wild and go with the Chargers to grab the dub. Not too overly confident about this one, although they get a quick start. I mean, they're playing in Buffalo, playoff game. Of course, the Bills tied up. Chargers go back on top right before halftime is tied again. They got the ball back and score. Bills take the lead, and it looks like it's going to go into halftime. 17-10, 20-10 Bills now. Heading into the fourth quarter, oh my God, they're actually pulling away. What in the world happened? The Chargers just completely collapsed, and bearing something absolutely monumental, the Bills get the dub and make me look stupid. Chargers, what happened? Justin Herbert just completely outclassed by Joshua, which means they advance into the AFC Championship. And I just can't pick against a well-rested Patrick Mahomes at home. And it is super foggy again, and we know the Ravens played well against the Bengals in the fog last round, and they go on top 10-0. The Chiefs strike back though. You know this is going to end up being a close game. Somehow the Chiefs take the lead before halftime and get another field goal? What happens before half in every game? 37 points get scored. They go up 27-10 into the fourth quarter. It's 27-17 now. The Ravens trying to mount a comeback, which they might get the ball back. No, they don't. What in the world just happened? How did that game end up being just a 3-point game? The Ravens came so freaking close. Wow, Lamar really did play his heart out. But Mahomes does advance into the conference championship. Next up, back to the NFC. The Vikings travel to San Francisco. You know what? I'm actually going to stick with Mr. Irrelevant. What a story that'd be. As much as I like Brock Purdy, I think eventually his Madden rating is going to hinder him. What in the world is going on? 17-0, and it's not even been 1 quarter yet, although the Vikings do strike again. I mean, there's still a lot of ball games. Somehow they took the lead. Bro, what in the world just happened? There's so much going on. This is going to come down to the wire. The Vikings go down the field. They don't score. They get the ball back. They score just a few seconds left. How did that go into overtime? Did they miss the extra point? What is going on? What is going on? The Vikings find a way to get the win. I have no idea what in the world we just witnessed. I just know it was an all-time classic. How did the Vikings keep pulling off these incredible comebacks? Kirk Cousins might just be the best quarterback of all time, bro. Almost 500 yards to send his team into the NFC Championship, where they'll be taking on the winner of Jalen Hurts versus Tom Brady. Even though it's technically an 8-9 team versus the 1 seed, I have his jersey on. I've got to rock with Brady. If the 1 seed Eagles win here, which they already take the lead, that'll send my prediction percentage back down to 50, and it's not looking good right now. Although Tom strikes back. Come on, Tom. Tom ties the game. They might actually take a lead. Oh my gosh, the Eagles score. They don't score again before half, but it looks like they're going to take a 14-point lead. Tom's fighting though. Tom's tying things back up. Come on, Tom. Tom with a massive comeback. The Eagles take the lead. Tom scores a touchdown in the last second. Let's go! The NFC divisional round has been nothing but absolute classics. Tom leads a sub-500 team to the NFC Championship. That hurts. They advance to take on the Vikings. But first, another Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen barn burner with a Super Bowl berth on the line. I don't know about IRL, but I'm going with the Chiefs. I just don't think Madden's going to let them lose. The Chiefs at home, I just don't see how they lose. I mean, just like that, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. The Chiefs take the lead going into the second quarter. It looks like they're going on top 21-7, but Josh Allen and the Bills are fighting back. Before halftime, only 3 points scored this time, not 25 as usual. The Bills, they're hanging in there. The Chiefs, oh God, the Bills take the lead. It's going to come down to the wire once again. They're going to score. It's a 7-point game. The Chiefs don't score. The Bills get it done. What the heck? Andy Reid is not happy. The Bills finally get it done, and Josh Allen advances to the Super Bowl, which will be against the winner of this crazy NFC Championship game matchup. It's a tough one, but I've been riding with Brady all day, and I'm just going to continue to do so. Keep in mind, if I get my pick wrong here, that'd bring me back down to 50%, and it would all come down to the Super Bowl. Come on, bro. You're Tom freaking Brady, although the defense at least doesn't give up a touchdown first drive. It's 3-3, not a lot of points in until I say that. The Vikings go on top 17-3. Do we have another Tom Brady come back in the story? No, we don't. The Vikings go up 24-6. It's 24-13, and it looks like the Tom Brady Cinderella story with the sub 500 team ends in the NFC Championship game. It brings me back down to 50%, so it all comes down to the Super Bowl. How did Tom Brady do so well and then lose so bad to the Vikings? The Super Bowl matchup is officially set, and for all the marbles, I'm gonna predict and put my faith in the Josh Allen and the Bills. It all comes down to this: who is gonna come out on top? The Bills strike first. It's 3-0. They're gonna go on top 6-0. That they can convert these field goals into touchdowns in those 2 field goal drives. They have 3 field goals now. The Vikings are scoring touchdowns. The Bills, what is going on? 16-7, 16-10. Into the second half, 19-10. The Vikings are hanging in there. It's still a 1-possession game. This is going to come down to the wire. Vikings score with a minute 30 left to go. The Bills go on top and they get it done. It's another classic. Let's go. Bills going to win 22-20 in a Super Bowl down to the wire. And with that, thank God I finished with over 50% correct picks. And we 100% would take this result all for Damar Hamlin. And this, my friends, is your official Madden 23 NFL playoff predictions. Now, if you enjoyed that one, click right here to watch another video on the channel that I know you enjoy. Now, if my playoff predictions are out, it'll be that. So go click that. Go tell me how stupid I am. And while you're there, subscribe, please.